Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cocktails with Queens. Got our ceremonial cheers here.
Here we go. That's my first sip.
Tastes good. Doesn't look anything like I thought it was going to.
Yeah, it's a little patriotic.
Yeah, it's a little too patriotic and a little less, little not so dirty unicorn, which is what I was going for. Because the queen of today's podcast is...
Aside from us.
Is Kesha. We're so excited. She finally has new music out again after some drama that she's been in the news for.
It's been almost 5 years since she put an album out. So.
I did not realize it was that long, but it totally feels like that long now that you say that.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a huge fan of hers. She came out like right whenever we started dating, like right before we started dating, basically. Yeah. And I mean, her stuff is just always so fun. Such like good party music, such good pop. Party, fun, electronic, just a little bit of dash of electronic in there. I guess we're going to see where it goes from here since she has a different producer, question mark?
I'm not sure.
Well, we're going to dive into that here right now. We want to talk about first, before we get into any of the drama, her new music video and song that just came out. This song is amazing. I've listened to it like on repeat for like way too much. First, let's talk about the song a little bit. Clearly, it's very like emotional. The song is called "Praying," and she's clearly singing about somebody who hurt her very, very deeply that she trusted.
Right.
And I think
we all know it's Dr. Luke.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly at least somewhat about him, if not entirely.
Yeah.
But she's just coming from such emotion, and just it's just really such a great pop song, I think, because it is ambiguous enough that anybody who's ever been hurt, by somebody that they've trusted like that, whether it be your music producer or a boyfriend or whatever it may be, you connect with it on an emotional level, and that's really what I think good pop music does. Mm-hmm. So getting into the video a little bit, why don't you tell me your thoughts, because we haven't talked about it yet at all.
No, I mean, I liked it. It's definitely different, and if not like the first video she's done like this, where there's really like a deep story with like so much narration over it and like different types of scenes together. We've seen a lot of the same in the past with like dancing and all that sort of thing.
Right.
And, it was so different that way, obviously.
The song's 4 minutes long, and this video is like a little over 5. So it's one of those formats where it has, narration, like you said, a little bit more of a film per se than just straight up the music video,
which is totally appropriate since she's been gone so long. So I thought that was great. The message in the video, like you were saying, was super emotional. I got goosebumps the very first time I watched it, and I still get weird feeling every time I watch it back, and I notice more. So
I get chills every time I hear the
song. So if you haven't seen it, pause this, go watch the video, then jump back here so we don't spoil too much for you, and you can follow along with us, because it's definitely worth watching. It's so good, so emotional, so I loved it.
So obviously you're coming from like a styling point of view. I didn't take too many notes on that because I wanted to really kind of hear more your perspective on it, and I would just comment on that.
Yeah. I definitely liked, she had so many looks in the video. So that was great alone, and it was still true Kesha, like true to the persona we've already got to know of Kesha. So I really was happy to still see that, and see how that could still be brought to a more mature and emotional level with it. So yeah, I liked it. I loved it, actually.
I was fucking living for like the butterfly veil thing. I just love the color scheme and just like all those little colorful butterflies over that single solid, like, I believe it was like a lime green. It was some sort of green, I think. I just thought it was just like so, like, pretty and dirty, just like very, very Kesha. And the
very boho chic too.
Yeah. And the veil just seemed like it had some sort of like symbolism there. There was something going on there. Who the fuck knows? It's not even speculating.
No, that makes sense though. It makes a lot of sense. I didn't even take anything from that. And that's kind of what I was saying too about noticing more and interpreting more. One look, there's a couple looks I want to call out. The one when she was walking, she had pants on when she was like walking in front of the TVs. I thought that was super cool because I know that's really true to her style too. She likes grungy rock stuff.
All those TVs,
like old school rock,
so cool too. Like I loved like all the messages on them. Yeah, like it was just a really good setup.
And then another look I want to talk about real quick that kind of mimics what I was just saying with that one, but it was like so much less glam. Was like the chapel scene where she has like a Canadian tuxedo basically with the denim jacket, the denim pants. It was super like 70s country western, which I know is like a lot of her influence too, like aesthetically. So I love that.
What was your favorite look of all of them?
Oh my gosh,
do you have one?
Not necessarily.
I was living for like the whole scene where she was like playing the piano.
Angel with the glitter.
Yeah, the angel wings with like the little crown at the piano,
and like the sequin gown.
It's just very much my style. Like I loved like the limited color palette. I loved also all of the times that like I really like my favorite moments of the song itself were like that seems to have been the scene that they chose to shoot. Going back to the song, I just felt like the song had such a good build up. Like it starts so slow and almost just like very singer-songwriter almost, and then it just like really just like goes there with like it's so cinematic and just like her voice, like the moments where she like screams, there's just so much emotion there, and the music, just like the way it all just like spirals like out of control almost is just like very much like a purge of like everything that she's dealt with.
Definitely.
And I just really felt that.
Yeah, getting into the music a little more, it's like you said, it was a great build up, even though it was such a like a sort of piano slow ballad build up, kind of an emotional song. It still had such a high energy at the end with like the aggression and energy basically being released, like you're saying after all that. So
I get chills every time I listen to it, and I've listened to it fucking countless times.
The other thing I want to talk about real quick, which I think is so weird, is like we discussed that she must be off Dr. Luke's label by now because she's putting out music, but apparently she's not. She's still on Kemosabe Records, which is part of Sony, which he founded with someone else. So he's essentially still making money off of her putting this out, and still.
But he's not the producer. Maybe is that what's going on?
I don't think he produced the album, but it's still like on his label, so he still has like, to my understanding, some control. It's kind of weird to me though that if that were the case, that he would let certain things go. I don't know how much control they have per se, but.
Who knows? It could just be that maybe he's getting royalties off of it, but he has no say. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, obviously, there's obviously a lot of behind closed doors stuff going on.
Yeah, needless to say.
But I'm just happy she's making music again because, like, as an artist, like her not making music for so long, or like at least not releasing it, that's got to be really shitty. It's got to be like, really taxing,
especially after everything she's going through. I'm sure she wants to do nothing more than put out an album, and so I'm glad that she was finally able to. I also read a little bit about what the album was going to sound like from Billboard because they got it early.
Oh shit!
They said it was it was a really great mix.
How did we get on that?
Why we do not get on that until it's released, which is I think next month, August sometime.
Kesha.
Yeah, send us a link.
InBetweenBranches exclusive.
But anyways, so they said the album was really a roller coaster. It's got these ballads, like we said, but it's still got classic Kesha, so things to get people on the dance floor, like everybody knows her for and loves her for. So I'm excited for the album.
I still want to brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack.
Yeah.
I still want to have my cry moments with Kesha, my chills and swills and thrills.
There you
go. Still want to brush my teeth with that bottle too.
Yeah, I'm excited for Rainbow overall.
Me too. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Fuck it. I don't know.
So another awesome music video came out recently.
Yeah.
Burr Candy's Volcano.
Yes, we got a little sub queen here under this.
Not as well known as Kesha, but still an amazing pop star.
She's an artist to watch for sure, especially since she just did that song recently with Sia.
Yeah.
But the name of the song was Volcano. Tell me a little bit about it. You showed it to me. So what were your thoughts?
I don't even remember how I ended up finding it. I think Instagram. I saw like some screenshots of it
or something.
Some screenshots, I think it was, and I like went and looked it up. It was awesome. I love the song. It has her singing and it has her kind of like rapping in it, which is always good because she's like a pop rapper and she very much owns that. So I enjoyed the music overall.
Her songs, the more I think the more that she's like making music, the more it's going to kind of go to this because she can do both Find you a girl that can do both. It's Brooke Candy. Granted, she's no, like, Adele, but the bitch can sing, I think, especially with a little auto-tune in there. But I love her, like, how edgy she is, and the video kind of epitomizes this, but she's super edgy, and she can do, like, this, like, sing, dancing kind of, like, type of music, so where she can sing, and then, like, and that's during, like, that's the chorus, and then during the actual, like, verses, she raps, and she just really fucking, like, lays it out there, and it's always, like, this, I'm not a musician, so I don't know the technical term, but there's always just, like, this, like, balance of, like, give and take with, like, every verse and, like, throughout the entire song that I can really appreciate. Going back to the video, I loved the silver wings. Apparently, trend alert, yes. Wings are a thing. But I love the silver wings and the bright sun with, like, the devil
like
leotard. Yeah, they were metallic silver.
And she was flipping and whipping them.
Mm-hmm. And my other favorite scene was the inside whenever she was. I mean, there was so many good ones, but I really like the subtleties of, like, whenever she was in front of that the larger white guy and, like, the two, like, Eastern possibly, you know, different looking people in the background. And she was, like, on the table with, like, basically hogtied.
Oh, the hogtied one, not like crawling up the.
No, that one was good too. And she was rapping at the same time she was hogtied. Going back to the crawling one, that is like. It's funny because she's on a table.
It was like a boardroom table, and
it was a tableau vivant kind of scene. The bitch knows her stuff. Like, she is a smart, edgy bitch. Like, the tableau vivant, it's basically like dramatically lit scenes with, like, very costumed individuals, and it was very, like, in a edgy, you know, urban gothic take on that. I lived. It was a great song,
that's really consistent with, like, all her videos, though. I mean, one thing we've noticed for her, because she's been around for a few years putting out stuff, and, you know, the more well-known she's become, the better the music has become. Clearly she's working with, you know, different producers and
the
writers.
Production value of the music video.
And the production value, but that's really always been there, and that's what I'm trying to get to right now, is that, you know, she's almost just a better creative than she is a better rapper or singer, even, because she always delivers with the visuals, always, and she gets help from it with, like, Fag Mob, which is, like, her crew, basically.
Her label.
Well, yeah,
or excuse me, not her label, but her creative house,
right? Yeah. So it's like all her friends that are, like, super creative. They make the stuff for her. They do her hair, all that. They direct it, I'm sure, a lot of the videos. But that's always been there for her. Her music has improved so much, but I feel like her videos have always been there for me. So
even that's me.
Even that's me. Yeah. my favorite look from this one was, there were so many too, like you were just saying. I love the giant pigtails, like the look she had on the most, like the pigtails with the balls wings. With the wings. Yeah, like I love giant pigtails. So.
I also liked her, like, horn with the circle thing in the center.
Finale look.
Yeah, just all of that with, like, the girls' nudes, like, neon sign. That whole scene was really cool. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you have to check it out. It's on, not on her Vivo, we've discovered, but it's just Brooke Candy, Brooke Candy, and then it's Volcano.
It's out there. You can
definitely check it out. Definitely worth a watch. All right. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
It's awesome. Go watch it. I don't know which video I liked more. I like them both, so.
They're very different.
They are so different. Yeah, very different places, very different energy, very different vibes.
Yeah,
but I like them. I love both those artists so much. So
super happy Kesha's back. Brooke Candy, excited to see what you do.
It's the same for both of them, though. They're both at this place that I'm really excited to see where either of them go with their future work.
Oh, definitely. They're both at a very unique point, I would say. Brooke Candy's kind of on the way up, I think. You know, she's definitely not going to be losing popularity. You know, she's definitely going to just keep climbing. And Kesha, you know, she's just, like, back at it, you know. Be super exciting. Kesha's album comes out next month, August 12th, maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know, you can pre-save it on Spotify on our website, KeshaParty.com. Just really exciting times for anyone who enjoys pop music.
Yeah, I guess so.
So this was yet another episode of Cocktails with Queens with Clayton
and Jordan
from In Between Branches. I just want to say real quick, our sponsor today is Wolfbite, and by sponsor I mean it's our game.
We sponsor ourselves.
We sponsor ourselves at the moment. If you like party games, if you like role-playing games, definitely check it out. It's wolfbitegame.com. It's our own take off of the werewolf game series or mafia game series, if you've ever played either of those. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already to our YouTube channel for this podcast, for art videos, for just anything that In Between Branches, our little creative house, decides to turn out for you. Once again, this is Clayton.
Jordan, we're signing off
With In Between Branches, and we will see you next time.